I have printed a lot more butterfly, so I'll have a little bit more. Then I got ink in my printer. And I have the next double page layout ready to make. And I've painted these folders copper. And I put a little magenta because I wanted that. Uh, it's stuck. I may have to touch it up. Alright, so I repainted a new folder and let that dry, and I'm going to work on this other side. So I'm going to attach the magazine page, and I'm just using some Golden's gel medium to cover a large area with a gift card. And then this is just a piece of scrap jelly print that I'm going to match on the other side with a bigger piece. And this is also another piece that's left over from a project, and that allows me to cover up some of that text. And I'll use this bit on the other side. Now on this project I'm using some jelly printed napkin tissue. It's just the napkin backing, and I have to switch to the Mod Podge for that. And then I have a little butterfly accent that I'm going to add. And then I'm just going to use some gel medium to tack down and secure. Alright, so I'm adding the copper and magenta paint, and I want to cover the whole page because when I use that napkin on the other side, it's a larger piece and you can see the copper underneath it. I'm going to leave that empty because that won't be the side. So this is the other napkin. I've got the two folders sitting next to each other, and this is the jelly print, and I'm just trying to match it up. This is not one folder cut apart. You can see the manila underneath. The other side, left, is just sitting on top. That's the inside of the folder, and I'm trimming. And it is easier to do this before you glue it to trace it and trim it. And again, I'm matching up the other side so that when I put the book together, the two sides match up. And I have to switch to the Mod Podge or the decoupage because this is jelly printed napkin back. And then you have to coat it on the top. And then before you work with that, you have to let it dry. And I'm just coating the rest of the jelly print so that everything is coated and kind of flattening that out. And this is just another butterfly accent. Alright, so I'm going to set that aside to dry. And I'm going to use the glue stick to attach her wings. And I've cut little slits to put that in. And then I'm going to put my other text on top of a paint strip from Lowe's or Home Depot. And I'm using the heavy gel medium. These are a little harder to stick, and this is still a little damp on that tissue, so that way I can get some good adhesion. And I'm using a baby wipe just to make sure that it's secure on the corners. And I'm ready to put her down. And then I decide I like the wings the other way with the blue and the top instead of the pink. So I gently peeled them off and flipped them around. Alright, so I am ready to take the left side and add it to the book. And I'm just using the clear packing tape. And I'm just applying some pressure. As the book gets a little heavier and it didn't adhere close enough, so I just pulled it back up. And then I'm using a gift card to kind of burnish the tape. And you can see I'm ready to go on to the next layout.